Hi, it's Jim Cerone with the Perfect Host Show on DJNTV. This week, something I never do, a rant, and it's coming up next.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
DJNTV, this is the Perfect Host Show. I'm Jim Cerone. And now let me get on my soapbox because it's time for a rant. Imagine you're going out to see a movie. You couldn't wait for the day of the premiere to come. You've got your giant caffeinated beverage. You've got your huge tub of buttered and salted popcorn. You've got a great seat. And then the screen comes up and the lights go down. And you see the Netflix logo up on the big screen. And you watch as the person running the projector logs into their Netflix account and clicks the movie. How would that make you feel if you've bought a movie ticket and you've gone for the experience? Now, close your eyes and imagine this. You're a guest at a wedding, and right before the bride steps out to dance with her new husband, you hear an ad, a YouTube commercial, a Spotify spot that plays before the first dance. Unbelievable? No, it's true, and it's happening across the country. Here's the story that started the rant. On a Facebook page, a DJ related a story he had heard. Another DJ, the DJ in the focus of the story, showed up at a venue, and the venue manager watched as the DJ moved where their table was. Then the DJ went out the door. Then the DJ came back in, and the venue manager couldn't figure out what was happening. The DJ had to set up in that spot because there was a parking space right outside that wall. Why does that matter? Because the DJ, who couldn't get Wi-Fi at the venue, was using their iPad as a hotspot because apparently their cell phone didn't get service in the venue. So they set up their iPad in their vehicle as a Wi-Fi hotspot, and that was the only place that the Wi-Fi was close enough, so that's why the DJ chose that parking space and moved their table right outside that wall so that they could play off of Spotify, because they didn't own any music for the event. Now, I don't know why they couldn't use their cell phone as a hotspot or why they had Wi-Fi in their vehicle, but there's so many questions that came to mind that my head was ready to explode. How would you know if your iPad battery was about to give out in the middle of the event? Why didn't you have at least the music for the event on your laptop, your iPad, whatever device you were using for playback? I understand completely that streaming is the future. It's incredible how fast Netflix and Amazon Prime and Hulu have taken over. And it's so convenient to be able to watch anything anytime. But what happens often right before the best part of the movie or right before the fourth quarter of the game? You start to buffer, right? Or the signal breaks up. Or in the example of YouTube and Spotify, you get commercials because you don't have a premium account. I know that soon we'll all be streaming everything and we won't download or own any songs. But this is coming from somebody who bought vinyl. I had albums, 12 inches, 45s. Then I bought that same music again on CD. And I had cassettes in there too. And now I love the convenience of iTunes or Amazon to be able to download a song, because it takes now a split second. It's not even, but before you finish typing it and hitting purchase, you've already got the song. That's incredible. But Wi-Fi and cell service at events is not 100% rock solid reliable yet. Until that time, Please don't stream anything at your events. Please don't play music off of YouTube. Do you know that anybody can upload anything to YouTube? You have no idea whether a song is clean or explicit. You don't know if it's a 4th generation copy or if the person who uploaded it stopped it before the end of the song. The only way you're going to find that out is if you're playing it in the middle of an event and the song stops and your dance floor dies. Spotify has a premium service. You can pay $9 or $10 a month so that you don't hear ads. If you're a DJ and you can't at least pay that, then please, please get out of the business. Yes, I said it. You can't call yourself a DJ if you can't at least pay for the cheapest expense you can actually claim on your taxes as a business deduction. If nothing else, please buy the Mobile Beat 200, the most played songs. You know how much that'll cost you? $200 once. And then you'll have it in your music library. You'll know the cue points. You'll be familiar with the startings and endings. If you're using Spotify at an event, how can you possibly play a song you don't know? How do you have time to preview it and know that on that particular version, the song doesn't actually start till 2.5, 3 seconds in? So how are you going to set the cue point? How are you going to know where the chorus starts or where the first downbeat is? Please buy and purchase at least a basic music library and at least the formal songs you need for that event. Now, another example of how streaming is taking over the world. We don't hear much about Pandora anymore, but you just might soon because SiriusXM just bought Pandora. So even though Pandora has kind of faded from the public consciousness, with a company like Sirius behind it, there's a chance Pandora may become a player again. There's Apple Music and Google Music and all of the other services, and they're wonderful, but they'll buffer, they'll skip. You'll get that digital echo. You'll play a song that you thought was clean but ends up explicit. Please don't make the DJ industry look bad. Please buy your music until Wi-Fi and cell service become 100% reliable. I feel better. Thanks for letting me rant. Your moron marketing tip is next. It's the Perfect Host Show on DJNTV. Jim Cerone, the Perfect Host Show on DJNTV. It's time for your moron marketing tip. And this one is going to be about how you present. Not how you present your service, not how you sell, not how you offer the price, but how you offer you. Exercise is something that's scary, that's frightening. It's something people don't want to do. And here's why. Because when you picture the word exercise, you think you have to go into a gym for 3 or 4 hours a week. You think you've got to pump iron and you've got to do, Pilates classes or CrossFit or something. No. Exercise is simple. 5 minutes a week. Start with your goal of 30 minutes. And here's how. Walking is one of the best forms of exercise. It's free and anybody can do it. So to make sure that you are presenting yourself well, to make sure that you can perform at your best for your clients, introduce exercise just a little bit at a time. Now, some people injure themselves because they try to do too much too fast. So please let me caution you. If you haven't exercised for a while, start slow and build gradually. That way your muscle tone, everything will come in time. But don't try to run a marathon your first day back. My friend Marcello Pedalino has a great saying that he's learned. It's you can't take care of the people that depend on you if you don't take care of yourself. You can't perform for the clients who have booked you, that you have contracts with, unless you're in good shape to be able to go for 5, 6, 10, 12 hours, depending on where you are internationally. My Canadian friends who often do 12-hour events, my friends in England who perform for the wedding breakfast on. You can only perform to your best if you're in good shape and you're feeling your best. So please, if you're not exercising yet, introduce a little bit of exercise, a little bit at a time. You'll find me in the pool or walking around the park. Not too much, just about an hour and a half a week, but enough to make sure I can take care of the people who depend on me. That's it for this week's edition of the Perfect Host Show. Next week we'll have a lot more. We'll get to the next step of the Perfect Host Top 10 list. I'll have some new songs, pick hits for you, and we'll have another moron marketing tip as we move forward. The Perfect Host Show. I'm Jim Cerone. Thanks for watching on DJNTV.